10% cut. You keep it.
What's with the sour face?
Before you came, our little Snow got into a heated argument with old John about who the current emperor is. They even placed a bet. And, as expected, Snow lost 10 coins.
How dare you make fun of this great demon king! Look at this! The newspaper says it clear as day. His Majesty Clavois!
Snow, take a closer look at the title. That's a serialized novel.
Hey, little minion! What are you looking at? Let me see! Huh? This sword looks kinda familiar. Have we seen it somewhere before? The pattern on the blade. Ah, I remember now. That's your legendary weapon, isn't it? By midnight? What kind of goof writes a lost and found notice like this? What if the person who has the sword never comes across the notice and doesn't show up? That poor person might end up waiting all night at the phone booth. Am I right, little minion? Hey, little minion! I was talking to you! Hello? Are you okay?
I'm not feeling great. I think I'll head back and rest for a bit.
Oh, that hurts!
Snow? What are you doing here?
What's Snow doing here? Oh, right. You were trying to sneak off, weren't you? Nothing escapes the sharp eyes of this Demon King! Look at you! You've been out of it all day, and you barely even touched your dinner. I saw right through it. Trying to ditch me and go adventuring all by yourself? Not a chance!
It's not that I don't want to bring you. It's just... this time, I might have to deal with the Hyperborean soldiers and land myself in trouble. I don't want to drag you into my mess.
Haven't we already messed with the Hyperborean soldiers like 100 times before?
Can't argue with that.
Anyway, you're under my wing, little minion. Your mess is surely my mess. Mm-hmm, of course. That goes without saying. In any case, your adventures wouldn't be complete without the great Demon King at your side.
Snow?
Well, don't get too impressed, okay? You'll throw me off my game if you keep that up.
All right, but listen. If things get dangerous, follow my signal and run immediately. Got it?
Absolutely and perfectly got it. I'm great at running. I mean, tactical retreat. Why are you just standing there, little minion? Let's go! Chop chop! just rubbish. Who's been throwing it around like this? Seriously, where are their manners? They need a good talking to from Princess Rubbish Bin.
You okay, Snow? You seem tired.
To catch you in the act, I had to stay up late waiting outside your door for so long.
All right. I owe you one.
Look, little minion, there's someone in that red phone booth. Could that be the person you're looking for?
It does look like her from behind, but I'm not certain. Can't see her face.
Well then, I hereby declare that the destination of our adventure is that red phone booth right ahead. Whether it's her or not, we'll soon find out. Are you ready? Let's do this. Who's there? Excuse me, miss. Could I borrow a coin? I was really hoping for a nice warm cup of honey milk, but I tripped on the way out, and my coin rolled right into the sewer.
Shoo! Go away, Lunarian. I'm on duty! Out of my way!
Penny pincher. Fine, I'll just go find a coin somewhere else.
Ingrid, report your status.
As of now, no individuals matching the target's description have been sighted. Over.
Understood. Any other unusual activity?
About 4 minutes ago, a Lunarian approached me asking for a coin. I sent her away.
What? You just let the Lunarian go?
Is there a problem, Commander? The target is supposed to be a Charon. Young man around 18 years old. It seems highly unlikely he would disguise himself as a Lunarian.
Fool! A full-grown person can't turn into a Lunarian, sure, but did it ever occur to you the target might have an accomplice? They could be hiding nearby, watching our every move. All units, listen up. Lock down the square and the surrounding areas immediately. Detain every living thing in sight. Tonight, not even a night owl escapes Ice Lake city walls.
Well, little minion, how does it feel to be saved by the brave and brilliant Demon King? Without me, you'd have walked straight into their trap. Keep it coming. I love hearing how awesome I am. Seriously, though, those people were way out of line, using Barry's name as bait.
Shh! Keep it down.
Follow my orders! Hurry up!
Sounds like they've caught on. We need to get out of here before they surround the area. Stick close to me, Snow. Let's move.
The machines over there look weird. We'd better stay away from them. It turned away. Now's the time.
Every other escape route has been sealed off and is heavily guarded. Except for that manhole over there.
How many times do we have to crawl through The sewers. Let me catch my breath first.
If you flee into that manhole, you'll be playing right into their hands. There's a saying in Huaxu's ancient art of war. When thou dost besiege thy foe, leaveth an opening, a feigned escape, a snare in disguise. It means forging a false escape route to lure the enemy into your trap. Right now, there should be countless Imperial soldiers lying in wait down there. Come on, get in.
Lady Zhiliu? No, Proprietress Zhiliu. What are you doing here?
I came to bid you farewell, but apparently that's unnecessary now. So, what will it be? Do you want to stay here exchanging pleasantries, or shall we depart before they catch you?
Understood.
Halt! Who goes there? Orders from above. No suspicious individuals are allowed through tonight. I'm gonna need your full cooperation.
Oh my! I noticed quite a few patrols on the streets earlier. May I ask if something has happened?
What business is that of yours? That's classified information that... Well, I suppose there's no harm in sharing a little. We've been told to catch a high-profile fugitive tonight. Every guard in the city has been called in for the search. Problem is, nobody seems to know where this fugitive is hiding, or what they even look like.
Oh, that's unfortunate. You see, I'm a merchant from Huaxu, and my private airship is docked just outside the city. In 6 hours, I have an important business meeting that I simply cannot miss. Everyone aboard, myself included, is a law-abiding citizen with all the proper exit permits. Surely you could find in your heart to make an exception.
When did she prepare these documents?
Ma'am, it's not my intention to give you a hard time, but our orders are clear. No one is allowed through here tonight.
Oh, I see. Then perhaps you could tell me your regiment number and the name of your commanding officer. I may be able to sort this out myself. After all, if Luciana Loreto were to hear that I was detained by a foot soldier and missed a crucial business engagement, wouldn't that make for quite the amusing tale over afternoon tea?
Luciana Loreto? Wait, isn't that the Imperial Minister of Finance? Hey, look! This document actually bears her personal signature!
Attention all units. The target is believed to have been sighted near the theatre, armed and attempting to escape. Nearby squads, proceed to the location immediately. I repeat, nearby squads converge on the theatre for support.
It seems your fugitive has finally turned up. So what now? Do you still intend to detain us?
How about this, ma'am? We won't delay your journey any further, but we'll assign personnel to escort you and ensure safe passage out of the city. Until your airship departs, you and your party must remain in our line of sight. Any unusual behavior will be treated as an act of provocation against the Empire. Does that sound acceptable?
That's perfectly fine. Helping others, as they say, is helping oneself. Rest assured, I'll cooperate fully.
Thank you for your understanding, ma'am.
Let them through.
All right, we can speak freely now. Just be sure to keep your expressions in check. Those soldiers are still dutifully trailing behind us. Would you like to hear something intriguing? The Hyperborea Daily, is a newspaper sold throughout the entire empire. And as it happens, every major city in Hyperborea has a red phone booth in its central square. This morning, Camilla shared the story behind that article with me. After hearing the details, I decided to take precautions and sent out a few extra telegrams. Here's some good news for you. Tonight, in each of those cities, a white-haired woman is standing inside a red phone booth, patiently awaiting a long-lost family who will never arrive.
Why is that good news? I don't get it.
I think Proprietress Zhiliu means they aren't sure where I am. Or even if I'm still alive. So they had to scatter their bait across multiple cities to draw me out.
Precisely. You're quite the clever one.
They know I exist, and they've gone to such lengths to set such a complicated trap. Who in the Legion could be behind this?
That would be a fox hunter I hired. It required very little, just a modest sum of money to entice someone into taking the risk. The amount was so minimal, it wouldn't even cover the cost of a single hunting hound owned by the finance minister at her countryside estate. And yet, that small investment was all it took to steer us safely through tonight's crisis. Given the current circumstances, I'm afraid you can't leave the car until the airship departs. My apologies. It appears I'll have to take you to Huaxu with me.
Proprietress Zhiliu, you've saved me from trouble on multiple occasions. I don't even know how to begin repaying you.
Repay me? As it happens, there is a task that would benefit from an extra pair of capable hands. The airship returning from Huaxu to Hyperborea departs in 7 days. If you don't mind staying with me until then, perhaps you could assist me. What do you say, my clever one? Of course, the compensation will be more than fair.
I knew it. This was far too convenient to be a mere coincidence.
Traveling to a far-off country, trying foods we've never seen before, and earning a hefty reward on top of it. Little Minion, doesn't that sound like the perfect adventure?
By the way, before we leave, may I ask one more favor?
There's no need to worry. I've hired temporary workers in other cities as well. With so many fish taking the bait across the country, the Hyperborean soldiers will be kept busy tonight and come up empty-handed. They won't have a clue you are actually here in Ice Lake.
She even accounted for that. Just what does this Huaxu lady really want from me? But at this point, there's really no other way. 7 days. That should be manageable. All right, we'll take on this commission.
Here we are! We've been on a cart, an airship, and now a boat! My poor buns are squished as flat as a pancake.
The journey from Huaxu to Hyperborea spans hundreds, maybe even thousands of miles. To think we've crossed that distance in just one day. That's the power of foxing-based technology.
You're right. This is the farthest I've ever gone. Look at those green mountains. Oh, totally worth it. If I were still stuck in Ice Lake, I'd just be staring at snow wolves all day. Not cute at all. Little Minion, this is the South you're always going on about, isn't it? Does it look anything like your hometown?
A little, but there are lots of differences too. Purgatorio Island is tiny. Even its tallest hill, if a kid really puts their mind to it, they could sprint all the way up in one go. And from up there, the deep blue sea stretches out forever. Proprietress Zhiliu, what's Huaxu like?
Let me think. What you've seen so far is only a small corner of Huaxu. In ancient times, our ancestors united their strength to drive out the monstrous filth raids that once plagued these lands. They settled here, their numbers grew, and so too did their domain. Today, this estuary has become what we call the Old Capital. It may be but a fraction of Huaxu's vast expanse, but its influence is anything but small. Huaxu is lush and scenic, evergreen throughout the year. With the star weavers leading the way, trade and commerce here are positively thriving. You're looking rather serious. Was that all a bit too formal for your liking? Very well then. Let me share something more to your taste. Huaxu is a realm of peace, where no blade is ever unsheathed in wrath, nor discord allowed to sully the land.
No blade something, nor what now? I've no clue what those fancy words are supposed to mean.
I think she means there's no war here. People don't go around picking fights like in Ice Lake.
Exactly. Even petty theft and underhanded dealings have long been stamped out here.
Hold on. You're trying to tell us there's not a single crime in all of Huaxu? Now you're just making stuff up.
Do you think so?
Miss Zhiliu!
Sounds like someone's calling for you from the dock.
Indeed. Let's head down and see what's the matter.
Miss Zhiliu, about the cargo list. Who should we have check and verify the goods?
Dooley hasn't shown up. I distinctly told him to come early and handle the transfer. There are some particularly valuable items in this shipment. A few require special storage and handling procedures. I'd feel more at ease with him overseeing it.
We've asked around, but no one at the docks has seen Mr. Dool today.
I see. He's probably being delayed. For now, let's wait here.
Freshly grilled fish! Hot and tasty! All your money back!
Whoa! It smells amazing!
You just had snacks on the boat. And you're feeling peckish already?
Wow, the fish does smell great. But there's another scent, too. I can't quite put my finger on it. Like flowers, or maybe the crisp air of dawn. Whatever it is, it smells wonderful.
As luck would have it, our contact here is running late. Since this is your first visit to Huaxu, allow me to show you around a little.
Yay! Then I want to check out those food stalls. Oh, and that rattle drum looks fun. Whoa! What's that over there?
Careful with that crate! It's pricey. Wrap it in something soft before we move it. Careful now, out of the fine porcelain.
cracks
That
and
can't be
chips.
right.
It just
Incense?
keeps these embossed headbands of gorgeous.
Needles, threads, balsam, sachets. I've got it all. Anything catch your eye, dear guests?
If you see something that pleases you, take it. I'll pay. All your expenses here in Huaxu are under my care. Whatever catches your fancy, simply place it on Ever Spring's tab. Don't worry. A few trinkets like these are well within my means.
Miss Zhiliu, you've returned from your trip. So this long scion is your guest. Look at his horn. Small, firm, and gleaming. Surely destined for greatness. Makes you smile just looking at this kid.
Lung Scion. Proprietor zhiliu, were you talking about me?
I neglected to explain. In Huaxu, that is what we call the Carons. Unlike in Hyperborea, where they are shunned and oppressed, here they are regarded as a blessed lineage, guardians of our land. When I first encountered you, I could not abide the sight of a young Lung Scion being treated so unfairly, so I intervened.
Speaking of which, you're a Charon too. I mean a Lung Scion. I've been curious since we first met. You're clearly not an ordinary person.
Young man, do you have any idea who Miss Zhiliu really is? She was favored by the mandate of heaven at a young age, rising to become the High Chancellor of Longyuan. All trade, finance, and taxation in Huaxu fall under her authority. But Miss Zhiliu prefers to keep things low-key. She won't let us call her by her official title. She insists we just call her Miss. Everyone in the trade here owes her a debt of gratitude, one way or another.
There's no need to make a fuss. After all, reason persuades with greater grace than rank ever could. Besides, the calling of a merchant suits me best. One hand reaching for the stars, the other quietly pulling the strings from behind the scenes.
Here you are, young man. Since you're Miss Zhiliu's guest, take this sachet as a welcome gift. In Huaxu, scent, be it incense, flowers, or herbs, carries profound meaning. It soothes the mind, wards off harm, and protects the body. You'll come to understand its wonders soon enough.
Not a little
Khalid?
off, and I'll take
Huh?
it
All
right
tidy.
now.
Where did snow run off to?
Looks like a smooth start today.
Finest ginseng and
Fuel's
aged
Mantis cakes,
donkey
please.
hide gelatin.
They're my wife's
Fair
favorite.
prices.
And that's why it's so important to have a dream. For example, my dream is to become the world's greatest demon king. Wow, you're incredible. Look at this dock. Huge, isn't it? Well, one day, my royal palace will be 10 times bigger. When my dream comes true, I'll sleep in every day till 3 in the afternoon, wake up on a 100-meter-long bed, and have an afternoon tea stacked with cupcakes of every flavor from across the world! Then, I'll become the most legendary Star Weaver ever, and I'll make sure the name of the Lunarians is written into human history. From this dock to the farthest shore, I'll cover the whole place with cargo ships, brimming with my merchandise. And every last container will be emblazoned with a huge Luno logo. That's the spirit. Say it louder. The Lunarians shall conquer the world! This morning, I made a wish to Lord Argent, just hoping for a bit of luck today. I was only hoping to snag a few extra deals at the docks from those stingy Star Weavers, but I never imagined I'd meet a real living Luno with horns. It seems Lord Argent finally heard my heartfelt prayer. Your Majesty the Demon King, may I touch your horns again? Little Minion, how long have you been standing there? You heard everything? Well, allow me to introduce my most trusted Chief Lieutenant, Little Minion! Wow! You're amazing, Demon King! Even a Lung Scion has pledged loyalty to you. It's such an honor to meet you. I'm Luno Carp, soon to be the #1 Star Weaver in all of Huaxu.
Snow, Proprietress Zhiliu is still waiting for us. If you're done here, let's head back.
Finest ginseng and aged
Of course, busier.
Proprietress Zhiliu, I've brought Snow back.
You f***ers! I can't take this anymore!
Watch out!
Oi! You're the helmsman, yeah? Move this boat, now! I don't care where, just get me out of this damned place. Try anything funny, and I'll gut you right here.
Let go of him.
Steady. There's no need for intervention.
But he's got a knife to the boatman's throat! How can you be so calm?
This man is likely a foreigner, still unfamiliar with how things are done here. Remember what I told you? Huaxu is a realm of peace. And now, you shall see for yourselves.
Not these beasts again! Why are they...
What was that?
Little Minion, did you see that? That creature took out the baddie in just one move!
Through cavernous veils, gales carve their path. Upon the blustery winds, beat our knees and prows. Fragrant motes arise, born of transgression and sins. Such is a rhyme taught to every child of Huaxu from the cradle. The Bi'an mentioned in that rhyme is the very creature you just saw. They are the guardians of Huaxu. All of Huaxu is protected by an unseen, ever-present law known as the 9 chapters of Dafeng. The moment someone steps into Huaxu, they fall under its domain. And should anyone break that law, a Bi'an emerges, borne on blustery winds, to deliver judgment.
So that's why there's no crime in Huaxu at all.
Though it seems that a few ignorant souls managed to slip in while I was away, it appears that some surprises have been left in my absence.
Miss Zhiliu, my apologies for arriving late. Thankfully, the criminal's already been dealt with. I can't believe he made it this far and even disturbed you.
Easy, Dooley. Catch your breath before you speak. Your late arrival, was it because of this man?
That's right. The scourge of Zuyin has been escalating recently. Some Star Weavers, unwilling to abide by the lockdown, bypassed Everspring and hired outside escorts to brave the danger on their own. But they didn't bother to check the character of those they hired, and so we ended up with this situation. Before I left, the merchants were still in a heated argument, shouting up a storm outside Everspring. I'm afraid you'll be needed to calm them down, Miss Zhiliu.
I see. My apologies. There's always something demanding my attention. It seems our time together must end here. There is, however, one last thing I must mention. Anyone new to Huaxu must learn the 9 admonitions. If you ever break the rules of the 9 chapters of Dafeng, you may very well meet the same fate as that criminal just now.
Don't worry, Miss Zhiliu. I'll take them to see the admonitions daily myself. You can count on me.
Oh, so the 2 of you have already met.
That's just the radiant charisma of this demon king of light. People are just drawn to me wherever I go. This demon king from Ice Lake and I are sworn Lunos. I'll play host and give them a proper tour. Make sure they feel right at home.
Good. You're familiar with the area. I trust you with this. Once you are done, come see me at Everspring. Take care on your way. Explore at your leisure. There's no rush. When you're ready, come to me, and I shall explain the details of the commission mentioned before.
Understood, Proprietress Zhiliu. We'll talk later.
Come on! The Steely's this way! Lunocarp, what's that juice something they were talking about? Simply put, it's a really bad thing that's stopping everyone from doing business properly. But don't worry, Miss Zhiliu is already on it. Whenever she takes charge, things get better. Whoosh! Just like that. So, this is the zhiliu you were talking about, huh? Let me take a closer look. Oh no, I don't understand a single word.
Oh, don't worry. I'll give you a crash course in the 9 chapters. If you want to enjoy your time in Huaxu, you'd better pay attention. The top line reads, "To wound or kill, this must not be done. Any act of violence or injury is strictly forbidden in Huaxu." This one carries the harshest punishment, so watch yourself. Otherwise you'll be frozen in place, just like that wicked bandit, and shattered into dust.
That's kinda terrifying.
Relax. Good folk have nothing to fear. Only the wicked need worry. Thanks to the 9 chapters of Dafeng, there's no war or crime here at all. Everyone just lives in peace and harmony. I hear that out in the wider world, it's nothing like this at all.
That's true. Back in Ice Lake, if someone commits a crime, all we can do is wait around for those stuck-up Security Bureau soldiers to show up. But they don't really care about Karons or the poor. Most of the time, we gotta handle things ourselves. A few days ago, we finally met a young officer who actually cared and tried to help. But she quit to seek for a more meaningful life. Compared to our city guards, the those fierce-looking beasties that kinda look like snow wolves, they're way more reliable.
They're called Bian. At least try to remember their name. No way! They're emissaries of the Mandate of Heaven! Anyway, that's exactly why Lung Scions are held in such deep respect here in Huaxu.
Don't keep us in suspense! Tell us!
So, when some Lung Scions come of age, they resonate with the Mandate of Heaven. Called by the 9 chapters of Dafeng, they awaken as Bian.
Huh? Karons who come of age?
Bonus fact! Bian are actually the most basic kind of enforcers of the 9 chapters. Some truly exceptional Lung Scions can even enter the 9 chapters in their human form, serving as magistrates of Yingtian. By the name of the Mandate of Heaven, they strike fear into any evildoers lurking in the shadows and keep them in check. And if someone is evil enough to ignore even that, the magistrates of Yingtian will show up with style and overwhelming presence, taking the bad guys down. But let's hope you never have to meet one in person. All right, that wraps up the first admonition. Now on to the next.
That zhiliu. It almost feels like it's calling to me.
Heaven's great virtue bears the name of life. To wound or kill, this must not be done.
A man is measured by the strength of his word.
To break faith
Or betray a vow. They govern the self with humility. By conduct to modesty. To indulge in arrogance and tyranny. This must be done.
Let your heart be pure,
Your conduct
restrained,
and uprightness
be the mark of integrity.
to bend the law for greed
or cruelty.
This must not be done. Let clarity be your unwavering guide in discerning right from wrong.
To confuse truth and falsehood. This must not be done. Attend to heaven's edict with a reverent mind, with solemn heart.
To rebel against the sacred order. This must not be done.
Now, on to the next admonition of the 9 chapters of Dafeng. That's exactly right. Little minion, when did you learn to read Huaxu script? Even I didn't know you could do that.
I don't actually know how to read it. Just now, when I approached the stele, a voice suddenly spoke in my mind. It told me what the text meant. Do you have any idea what that might be about?
I've never heard of anything like that before. Wait a minute. There's an old legend that Yang, the founder of the Zhuanhong sect and one of the architects of the 9 chapters, once wrote these words in the annals of Huaxu history. Heaven and man in perfect accord, yin and yang, in seamless harmony. They say she could commune with heaven and the myriad spirits of the world, even travel among the stars on the wings of the immortals. The way you resonated with the stele sounds a lot like that. In the end, Master Yang and many virtuous elders gave up their mortal forms to become the foundation of the 9 chapters, ensuring it would endure for all time. I just had a crazy idea. What if my little minion here is actually like the umpteenth generation descendant of that legendary founder? Really? But he doesn't look like someone of Huaxu origin. Anyway, that wraps up the 9 chapters. Mission complete. Now let me take you to Everspring. You all keep talking about Everspring. What's it like? It's the biggest commercial hub for star weavers in all of Mistwolf. You can find goods from every corner of the continent there. It's really impressive. Speaking of which, offering guided tours for foreign visitors sounds like a great business idea.
Those who harm you will be shown no quarter.
Gotta write that down now. I've mucked it all up! You'll get yours next time, just you wait! Oh.
May you rest in
peace. With a faithful Fian!
Run! Run for your lives! Farewell.
Heaven and Lord Archon, bless us. Are you all right?
Are you okay? Your voice is still shaking. You were clearly pretty scared yourself, and you still came to help us.
I'm fine. That beast's terrifying glare shook me a bit. I'll feel better after a short rest. But you seem new to this place. I couldn't just stand by and leave you in danger.
If you hadn't shown up, my little minion would have taken it down with a few clean strikes. He's super strong.
I see. I'm glad to hear it.
But seriously? What was that? I wasn't seeing things, was I? Why would one of Huaxu's guardian beasts suddenly attack us? For the record, I didn't do anything illegal, okay? Though, I guess at this point it'd be pointless to clarify. What now, little minion? Should we run for it? You can swim, right?
The waters around Mist Wharf stretch far and wide. You wouldn't get very far by swimming. There's no need to panic. That sable Bian may look like the Argent ones, but is not an enforcer of Huaxu. They're aberrations, born from the scourge of Zhu. Mindless and violent, they exist outside the reach of the 9 chapters of Dafeng. Attacking them doesn't break any law. But lately, these attacks have been happening more and more often. The incense I just replaced has already burned down again.
Yusheng!
Lunocarp? What are you doing here?
These two are honored guests, brought here by Miss Zhiliu from a faraway land. I was just showing them around. Though we did run into a little situation. Are you heading to Everspring to replenish your incense? Let's go together.
Incense? Now that you mention it, during the fight just now, I thought I caught a strange, pleasant scent. And then it felt like something blocked the enemy's attack. Was that the incense you're talking about?
Yes, that was it.
Ah, so you don't know about the power of incense yet? Oh, my bad for not showing you sooner. In Huaxu, incense isn't merely ceremonial. It sustains the 9 chapters of Dafeng and grants us heavenly protection and blessings.
That's right. So when I saw you under attack, I tossed the sachet I was carrying, hoping it might shield you from harm, even just a little. Though it can't kill a Sable Bian, it can protect us for a time. But once its power fades, we'll have to return to the Argent Long Temple to receive the blessing anew.
Got it. So as long as we pray at the temple, those mean Bian won't be a problem, right? Uh-huh. The Argent Lung Temple is always bustling with people coming to renew their incense. Come on, I'll take you there. You've got to see it. So, when that beast came at us, how come you vanished so fast?
Well, I can't be of help in a fight, but I was cheering you on from the sidelines with all my heart. That's serious moral support.
Speaking of which, Snow did something like that too the first time we met. Didn't you, Snow?
So even the great demon king has a knack for that.
Little minion, you've got it all wrong. I was obviously just testing your strength.
There it is! Right beneath the roots of the great tree! The largest trading guild in all of Mistwolf, Everspring!
May this incense rise in fragrant clouds to the halls of heaven. With humble prayer, we seek mercy to grant peace and joy to all beings.
So many people making prayers. Can Lord Argent really hear them all?
You mustn't think of incense offerings as a way to demand things from Lord Argent. As I mentioned before, the 9 chapters of Da Feng rely on incense as a medium to stay effective. People offer incense to the heavens to sustain the 9 chapters, and in turn, the 9 chapters manifested Lord Argent, who upholds their will and grants protection through incense. Wishes come true only through tireless effort, one step at a time. Lord Argent simply bears witness to that journey, as it has for centuries. Though, on rare occasions, a few blessed souls do catch Lord Argent's eye and are granted unexpected fortune.
Huh? Now I'm curious. Since we're here already, I want to give it a try too!
Sure thing! Just head over to the table by the incense altar. That man over there is an incense warden from the Huaxu sect. He's in charge of keeping the shrine in order.
Huaxu sect? That name rings a bell. They were founded by the same person who could commune with heaven, the founder of the 9 chapters, right?
That's right! Looks like our guest was paying attention during my crash course. Gold star for you! Back in ancient times, the Huaxu sect were the first to uncover the divine power of incense, and they've guarded that secret ever since. Even today, they're in charge of everything related to incense in Huaxu. Every censer you've seen along the way, all made by their hand. And everyone can receive 3 sticks of incense per day for free from their incense wardens. Why not go try it for yourselves? Almost there!
May Lord Argent bless my family.
I've slept. That's Everspring's Guild Hall, just up ahead. Miss Zhiliu is probably waiting for you upstairs. All right, my job here is done. You can head up on your own. My stall's right here. Drop by if you've got time. I'll even give you a special 0.02% discount on anything you buy.
Wait, what? 0.02%? You're such a cheapskate.
Well, I'm striving to become Huaxu's #1 star weaver. I don't have horns like you, so I'm already starting behind the line. If I don't double down on seizing every chance and being meticulous, sheer hard work won't get me there.
Huh? I see.
See? That's what happens when you go around horn chatting with other Lunos.
Anyway, let's go, little minion. We don't want to keep our big benefactor waiting.
I lost my voice earlier. Now that I've calmed down and thought it over, I realize I was in the wrong. I shouldn't have acted out of desperation and hired some shady outsider to transport my goods on my own. Who would have thought? That man was all talk and no substance. Not only useless against a sable Bian, but also a despicable thug who stirred up more trouble than I could imagine. To all my fellow traders, I owe you a deep apology.
You don't need to be so hard on yourself. These past few days, everyone's been anxious. Everspring understands this well. We're already working on solutions. The sooner we weather this crisis, the sooner trade and commerce will return to normal.
But how long is this lockdown going to last? We Star Weavers can wait, but our goods sure can't. You by the day just sitting around.
That's hard to say. With the scourge of Zhu still raging, no one can promise when it'll end. "3 days, no more. There shall be a solution."
Miss Zhiliu, you've returned. You mean you found a solution?
That was the purpose of my trip. And yes, I found a lead. Rest assured, for goods with expiration concerns, Everspring will purchase them at 80% of market price. We'll take it all, no matter how much. Considering transport losses and turnaround costs, I believe this is a fair offer. Once the scourge has passed, if you wish, you may buy them back at the same price. Of course, if anyone still wishes to hire their own escort and test their luck, Everspring will not stand in your way. But should you bring in a disreputable lot or violate the admonitions of the 9 chapters, Everspring may not intervene, but the Bian certainly will. And if it all ends in ruin, lives and fortunes both lost, do not say I did not forewarn you.
We won't, Miss Zhiliu. We've learned our lesson.
Your words put our minds at ease, Miss Zhiliu. In times like these, it really takes someone like you to calm the waters.
You have all borne enough these past days. If there is nothing more urgent, take some time to rest and await good news.
If you have any inquiries regarding Everspring 7...
You have come. So, how was your little tour?
Everyone we met was so nice and welcoming. The sights and people of Huaxu, they're really nothing like Ice Lake.
We also saw what happened down here. You calmed all those Star Weavers and handled the whole situation with just a few words. You're amazing.
Business is all about knowing how to deal with people. That's nothing new to me. What's rare is meeting someone like you. Now then, let's get to the point. The reason I hired you is to help us prepare for dealing with the scourge of Zhu. As for what that truly is...
Oh, we already got a bit of a crash course on that.
Oh? Let's hear it.
On our way here, we were attacked by a sable Bian. Fortunately, a passing trader helped us out, and we managed to drive it off without getting hurt.
She told us the scourge of Zhu creates all kinds of nasty beasts, like that sable Bian, and they go around biting people and making life miserable.
That's about right. Tell me, before the sable Bian emerged, did either of you notice anything out of place?
I think there was a roar. It came from the void. Sounded like some kind of beast.
Yes, that roar came from Zhu, the ancient evil Zhao once sealed away. It is now stirring from its slumber. According to Huaxu's oldest myths, Zhu is the evil foe of Lord Argent. Its mindless, frenzied power seeps into the realm, unleashing vicious beasts wherever it touches. In those tainted places, even plants refuse to grow. About 100 years ago, the scourge of Zhu was first witnessed at Mist Wolf. Back then, the unprepared people of Huaxu only barely managed to contain it, at great cost and heavy loss. Now, Zhu is awakening once more. This time, I intend to stay ahead of the disaster, lest we be caught off guard again.
Wow! Fighting against a real loon! The Demon King is fired up already! So, what do you need us to do?
Combats are forbidden in Huaxu. Even the most well-traveled Star Weavers know little of how to defend themselves. That is why I am entrusting you with this commission. You shall go alone into the tainted wastes of the Griplight Expanse and secure for me 3 Zhu scales, for they are essential to the sealing ritual.
Proprietress Zhiliu, may I ask you something? This commission, it sounds incredibly important. Why entrust it to an outsider like me? I'm just a green fox hunter. I'm sure there are many far more skilled than I am. Back at the theater, when I touched that sensor, the smoke shifted towards me, as if it was drawn in. Does that have something to do with why you chose me?
You are indeed perceptive. I'm sure someone has already warned you. Your ability is rare and precious. And precious things are always coveted. Handle them carelessly, and they only invite disaster. The Zhu scales cannot be harvested through normal means. They require resonance with a highly concentrated active substance. Only then can their bonds be softened for extraction. Originally, I traveled to Ice Lake to see if the Imperial Alchemy Academy's high-purity foxicum might suffice. But by sheer chance, I met you, someone who possesses the priceless power of resonance. I need your ability to soften the Zhu scales. Of course, the choice is yours. You may refuse. I would never force you to risk your safety.
Thank you for telling me all this, Proprietress Zhiliu. I take this commission.
Have you ever considered that the reason I helped you back then might not have been out of kindness, but because I saw your worth and had my own ulterior motive?
Actually, I have. But that doesn't change the fact that you did help me. And I have my own selfish reasons too. I'm searching for my family, but I'm powerless to do it alone. To reach that goal, I'll cling to any strength I can find. If helping you means I can count on your help someday, I'd say that's a trade well worth making. Besides, when we first met at the theater, you didn't know I had this power. I was just a stranger to you. You didn't have to help me. And yet, you did. Now, I want to return that favor.
You have covered every perspective. I have nothing to add. Given time, you might just make an excellent merchant yourself. Before you leave, there's a pouch on the table. It's for your traveling expenses. Spend it as you see fit. If you run short, feel free to come back for more.
If you have any inquiries regarding Everspring services, you may speak to me here.
A small kitchen.
Let me see. Whoa! This pouch is heavy. Miss Zhiliu, you're really generous.
Just a bit of pocket money. Feel free to use it however you see fit. You'll also need a special tool to collect the Zhu scales. I arranged it through some connections. But with the Sable Bian rampaging, our usual lines of communication were cut off. It still hasn't been delivered. You'll likely have to go and fetch it yourself. In business, there are always delicate matters best handled by certain professionals. Here in Huaxu, the sorts of dealings that prefer to stay in the shadows usually happen at the black market among the shipwrecks on the western shore. Go there and find a man named Mr. Chu. He'll give you your next steps. But you are new faces. They won't trust you right away. By custom, first-time visitors to the black market have to come through the coastal cavern, wearing a special pendant at their waist. If the signal matches, they'll know you're one of ours.
All right! So my little minion and I get to play the badasses this time? That sounds like a job for us!
Exit through Everspring's main gate and look to the right. In the distance, you will see the entrance to the coastal cavern. That's a shortcut to the black market. I trust I don't need to say more. I'll be waiting for your safe return.
Coastal Cave. Looks like that's the place.
Do you remember our first adventure together, little minion? We went down into a cave that time, too. It feels like it was just yesterday. And now look at us, all the way out here so far from home, on some epic destiny-shaping quest.
Yeah, that time we ran into Outsider and kind of shook him down. And Psyche was still with us back then.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you.
It's all right. Once we're back, let's visit Lamenting Lake and tell her everything we've seen in Huaxu.
Hello? Anyone here? Whoa, it's so pitch black in here. And even our voices echo. Are you scared of the dark, little minion?
Not really. But we'd better keep our voices down. Tell me what we might attract.
I've mucked it all up! You'll get yours next time, just you wait! Oh.
Those who harm you will be shown no quarter.
Way to go, little minion! Thanks for jinxing us and drawing that thing here!
Watch out! You saved us. Thank you.
It's okay. I am merely fulfilling my duty.
Your duty? You're a Charon, and you fight really well? Wait,
Are you one of those magistrates of Yingtian that Lunocarp mentioned?
I was assigned to purge the Sable Bian here. With danger still looming, my duty remains. I have no time for idle chatter.
Assigned by who? We'll go thank him properly once we're out of here.
The 9 chapters of Dafeng, the mandate of heaven.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's a thing. Then we're definitely offering up a lot more incense once we're out. Speaking of which, the incense we just replaced ran out the second we faced that beast. Total ripoff, if you ask me.
If your incense is burned out, I may not be able to keep you both safe on my own. If you have no urgent business here, I suggest you leave for safer ground.
Thanks, but we can protect ourselves. We have something to take care of on the far side of this cave. That's why we came in. I hope we haven't been a bother.
The far side? As far as I know, there's nothing there but some beached wreckage.
Exactly. We're going to the black market among the shipwrecks. We have a big business deal to settle there.
The black market? For business? If you insist on mingling with swindlers and scoundrels, I have nothing more to say.
Uh-oh. What do we do, little minion? He totally misunderstood us.
It's not what you think. We're here on an assignment from Proprietress Zhiliu to help deal with the Sable Bian outbreak. There's a tool we need to retrieve from the black market.
Exactly. We're not doing anything shady, thank you very much.
My apologies. It was hasty of me to pass judgment. Still, that place harbors all manner of folk. Beware of deceit and manipulation. This cavern is not safe. Allow me to escort you across.
So, magistrates of Yingtian are kind of like the escort of Huaxu, right? Do you guys get paid? Any special perks? All right, I get it. I won't pry.
As a magistrate of Yingtian, I serve only to safeguard the people and bring peace to the land. I did not assume this role for worldly gain.
Hear that, little minion? That means they don't get paid. Guess the higher-ups here are even more tight-fisted than those of the Empire, huh?
The exit lies just ahead. This is where I leave you.
That guy seems kinda aloof, but deep down, he's a good person.
Can he really hold off all those Sable Bian in the cave on his own?
Whoa! What was that? Did you hear it? I think it came from behind us.
Sounds like a huge pack of Bian all howling at once.
Then, do you think maybe we should...
Yeah, the black market can wait. Let's go check on that magistrate of Yingtian. dangerous. We're here to help you.
This fight doesn't concern you outsiders.
May you
Just
rest
leave.
in peace.
I'll deal with them myself.
No time for idle chatter with danger still Your words.
Exactly! And look at you! Your head's so bad already! Stop playing hero and let us help!
All right.
Tear you apart.
Farewell.
These vile beasts, finally cleansed. Thank you both for your aid. Forgive my earlier rudeness. We never properly exchanged names. I am Yu Ming. May I ask who you are?
I'm a fox hunter from a foreign land. And this is...
The culture of foreign lands is truly mystifying.
How come it sounds so much more embarrassing when someone else says it out loud? Ugh, forget it. Just call me Snow. And what happened to no time for idle chatter? Huh?
I was focused on eliminating the enemy and neglected proper manners. I ask your forgiveness.
All right then. I have a big heart. So you're forgiven.
You okay?
It's okay. I fought off too many Bian earlier and ended up a bit off balance. Just some surface wounds.
That doesn't look like just some surface wounds to me.
Here, take this. I brought some bandages and healing potions from Ice Lake, just in case.
Thank you for your kindness. I didn't mean to worry you. Truly, all I need is to sit and rest a while. These injuries will mend soon enough.
You sure? That looks pretty bad. Maybe we should have a doctor take a look.
As a magistrate of Yingtian, my strength does not come solely from flesh and bone. It draws upon the 9 chapters of Da Feng. So long as my spine remains unbroken, even the gravest wounds can mend with the 9 chapters' energy. It's slow and painful, but certain.
Whoa, that's amazing! Like something out of a story. The unbreakable body. Now I'm a little jealous.
That's merely the bright side.
Oh, so there's a downside?
It's nothing. I spoke out of turn. I was once a condemned soul. Looking back, though clad in armor and armed with blade, I failed to save a single life. To serve the 9 chapters now, it is my chance to atone. Thank you both once again. I must remain here to recover. Forgive me that I cannot see you off properly. You both fight well, but the threat of Juin is not to be underestimated. Take care.
We will. Don't worry.
Such a relief to hear that.
Did he fall asleep?
Probably just exhausted. I did a quick sweep. There aren't any more sable Bian around, so it should be safe for now. Let's find something to cover him up.
Surrender.
Mission accomplished.
With all these leaves for camouflage, no one will spot him easily. He can rest here in peace.
What a masterpiece. I'm so talented. Let me add a few final touches.
Those Luno doodles are a dead giveaway. If someone comes asking, don't expect me to cover for you. It's getting late. Let's head to the black market.
Well now, what are you two kids doing here? You sure you're in the right place? Best run home to your mothers while you still can.
We're not little kids. Chill out. We're one of yours.
One of us, huh? Funny. I don't remember those faces.
Didn't they say if you wear the pendant and make it through the cave, you're in? It was crawling with Sable Bian in there. We nearly got eaten. A little welcome would be nice, you know?
Fair enough. But forgive my old eyes. Where exactly is this pendant of yours?
Huh? It's gone! How come?
Maybe we lost it when we were fighting the Bian with Yuming earlier.
Yuming? Wait. Yuming the Huaxu Talon. Now, there's a name I know. Well, damn. Looks like I didn't know who I was talking to. So, tell me, who are you working with showing up like this? Or is this a sting? You lot setting us up? Look, we're just two big traders here, and nothing worth your trouble.
You're mistaken. We're friends of Proprietress Zhiliu from Everspring. She sent us to retrieve something.
You know Miss Zhiliu? Sure, and I'm best buds with Lord Argent. Anyone can flap their gums. Doesn't make it true. Enough chatter. Boys, it's getting hot. Time to scoot.
What now, little minion? Nothing's going right today. This must be what they call when even your shadow trips over you in Huaxu.
We'll just have to hang around here a bit. Maybe we'll still get a chance to see Mr. Chu.
This is outrageous!
Little minion, sounds like something's going on over there. Let's go take a look.
I'm not leaving until I get justice. You tricked my father into signing a false contract and ruined our family's fortune. My mother was so heartbroken she fell ill and died in despair. You took our money and our lives and just walked away like nothing happened. Does the black market have no law at all?
Now that's a funny thing to say. Isn't the 9 chapters of Dafeng the law of all places in Huaxu? We've got the Bian and the magistrates of Yingtian watching us like hawks. If we were really breaking the law, they'd have dragged us away long ago. You think I'd still be standing here defending myself? The admonitions are carved in stone. To break faith or betray a vow, this must not be done. I'm just a humble law-abiding trader. You're spouting lies. But I'm a kind soul, so I'll let it slide.
You are the one who did wrong, and now you are pointing fingers? If it had just been an honest loss, we would have let go. But that contract you whipped out afterwards, it was nothing but lies and extortion.
Oh dear. Are you saying your father signed something he couldn't even read?
Don't play dumb. You made the 30-fold interest look like 3-fold. And that zero you wrote was tiny as a sesame seed. Heaven and earth as our witness. Swear by Lord Argent that you didn't trick my father.
Let me give you a little lesson, young lass. In all the lands beneath the heavens, anything the 9 chapters doesn't forbid is fair play. They don't care how the contract is written, only that it's honored. I could make that zero so small, you'd need a magnifying glass, and it'd still hold up. And there's nothing you can do to change that.
Then I'm not leaving. I'll tell everyone who passes by just what a swindler you really are.
Swindler? No. All right. All you gawkers crowding around. How's a man supposed to keep his business going with this racket? Listen, I'm no villain twirling his moustache. Every deal comes with risk. Win or lose, you take your chances. But I'll admit, you've got guts, young lass. I'll give you one shot to turn things around.
I'm listening.
See that scrawny runt over there? In our line, the rules are simple. Beat him in a fair duel, and I'll wipe your father's debt clean. Interest and all.
A duel? But Huaxu bans fighting. How can you fight without alerting the Bian?
Relax. This will just be a friendly sparring. No blood spilled, no broken bones. Nothing that will wake the Bian or stir up the magistrates of Yingtian. With the 9 chapters watching over you, there's no need to fear for your life. If you don't trust me, you're welcome to write out the duel's terms yourself. Draft a contract, clause by clause, in your own hand. If that's still too scary for you, then stop wasting my time.
Fine. Let's do this.
That deal seems too good to be true. Something's fishy.
More people are... Little Minion, I don't really get how these fights work, but it looks like she's got the upper hand. Does that mean she might really have a chance to clear her father's debt?
I've got a feeling the black market guy is holding back. No, he's throwing himself at the tip of her blade on purpose.
Why would he do something like that?
And should anyone break that law, a Bian emerges, born on blustery winds, to deliver judgment.
I see. He's trying to make the 9 chapters see her as the aggressor, so the Bian will punish her. Oh no, she can't hold back. She's about to really hurt him. I need to stop them before things get out of hand. you all right?
Thank you. If you hadn't stepped in, I'd be dead by now. So this is the 9 chapters. Is this what justice looks like? Punishing the good and honest, while letting the wicked walk away free.
Damn it! What a shame! I was this close to cleaning up a little mess. And who the hell are you? Sticking your nose in and messing with my business. So, you brought backup, huh? I don't care how many you've got. Nobody messes with my business and walks away unscathed.
Enough! Mind your manners in front of our guest. We failed to notice your arrival and let this little farce unfold before you. Our apologies. My master, Mr. Chu, invites you aboard the wreck to his parlor for a private discussion.
How do I know this isn't just an excuse to trick me into leaving?
Rest assured, your friends are our friends. If anything were to happen to her on our turf, we'd have to answer to proprietress Zhiliu as well.
Yes, of course. All friends here. Just a little misunderstanding, that's all. We'll bring out our best medicine for the young lady. Patch her up real good. Make sure she's feeling right at home.
Does this arrangement meet your satisfaction?
How can someone put on a new face that fast? Ugh, makes me sick.
You... Fine. Lead the way. I'll come check on her later.
Quite a few new faces in Hayes Market of late. Far too chatty when they trade. No class whatsoever.
What a joy it is to welcome friends from afar.
Is this how you people do business in the black market?
You simply stumbled upon an extreme case. But I won't deny, it's one of many ways to survive.
Wow, you're really just admitting it like it's nothing? That's shameless!
Speaking of shame, let me pose a question of my own. Once, in a quiet corner of Huaxu, there was a flock of sheep and a single tiger. The tiger hunted the sheep at his leisure, and the sheep cowered in constant fear. One day, a wandering hero passed by. The sheep wept and begged him to shield them from the beast. Moved by their plight, the hero drove off every predator that threatened the sheep. He also dulled their horns, so they wouldn't wound each other by mistake. With the danger gone, the flock lived in harmony and flourished. But years later, a new tiger came among them. Their horns were dulled, and the instinct to flee long forgotten, until at last, every one of them perished in the tiger's maw. So tell me, who in this story do you believe made the gravest mistake? The sheep, were they truly blameless? Faced with a natural predator, they had no means to protect themselves. Only pitiful bleats and blind hope that someone else would save them. They gave up every means of defense, wagged their tails, and begged for rescue, thus sealing their fate. Survival of the fittest. That is the law of nature. So why do humans take no shame in weakness and elevate submission as if it were some noble virtue? To me, morality is nothing more than a fig leaf for the powerless. The pursuit of profit, that is our true nature. Wherever humans exist, so too does domination and submission. If someone willingly pulls out their claws, casts aside their shield and blade, and puts all their faith in some vague idea called rules, then people like me are merely the consequence.
So you're saying your ideal world is one where everyone's free to hurt each other with no limits at all? Well, I don't want to live under someone else's blade. And I've got no interest in holding one over anyone else either.
Oh, such a pure heart, my young friend. It does make my petty dealings seem all the more sordid by comparison. All right, enough philosophy. This is the tool Proprietress zhiliu commissioned. Take it.
Let me see. It's a weird-looking square box, isn't it?
It was forged using the long-lost techniques of the Jishu sect. Just gathering the materials took no small effort. As for how it works, ask its creator. Master Gongshan is likely itching to show it off. You'll find him waiting at the entrance to the Grit-Blight Expanse.
If that's all, then I'll take my leave.
Hold on, young friend. Take this bamboo flute with you. Wounds left by the Bian are not something ordinary folk can easily endure. This flute may prove unexpectedly useful. Think of it as my little investment in you.
I'll go first.
That Mr. Chu guy always smiles like he doesn't mean it. I really don't want to deal with him.
You're scared of him already?
No way! The Demon King of Light fears nothing. I stand tall. No fear in sight.
I was just teasing you. Attending to her. At least they kept their promise.
But she looks awful. Come on, let's check on her.
Watch where you're going.
You do realize this is black market territory? What a weirdo.
You're injured. Does it hurt? Be at ease. Bear with it but a moment. You look weary. Let me ease your fatigue before it takes deeper root. It is done. You'll get well soon. Is this young lady a friend of yours? Forgive me. I've yet to introduce myself. I'm Fushu, a healer who uses zhiliu therapy. I practice the art of ephemerality, passed down through my line, to cleanse affliction and expel foulness that clings to the suffering.
So, you're a doctor?
In Huaxu, the art of ephemerality and the practice of medicine do not share the same roots. Yet, if calling me a doctor brings you ease, I shall not object. Or, if you prefer, simply call me Fushu. Do you know this young lady? I cannot cleanse this affliction entirely. May I inquire, how did she come by these wounds?
Her wounds were caused by a Bian, but she's not a criminal.
She was framed by some bad guys in the black market. That's why the 9 chapters punished her. Please, don't give up on her.
I see. The art of ephemerality is drawn from the same source as the 9 chapters, and thus cannot mend wounds wrought by a Bian. I shall take her with me and seek out other remedies. You...
Huh? Why are you staring at my little minion like that, Miss Fushu? Wait, don't tell me my little minion still got some hidden injury that needs treatment.
Forgive my staring. It was unseemly of me. Your form is sound. Rather, it was that bamboo flute of yours. It resembles a relic once held by one dear to me. If I might be so bold, would you part with it? I would repay you by whatever means I may. The art of ephemerality is not to be bartered for gain. Such is the teaching of my line, one I dare not transgress. But I have nothing of worth on my person now. Thus, let me offer this instead. Should you ever call upon me, if it lies within my power, I shall not refuse.
To us, it's just a flute. But to you, it clearly means much more. Here, take it.
Much obliged. Might I know your names? I shall keep them close to heart. I've read some travel accounts from abroad. Duke appears to be a noble title in the Hyperborean Empire. As for the sewers, never mind. Perhaps it is simply that I'm out of touch with the times.
Just kidding. I'm a fox hunter, and this little Luno is Snow.
Understood. It's nice to meet you, Fox Hunter. And Snow. Then I shall delay you no longer. See you.
Hey, what's wrong, Miss Fushu?
It's nothing. To perform the art of ephemerality is to draw upon one's own essence, pulling forth the miasma of pain and corruption from another's body. Since the resurgence of the scourge of Zuyin, those in need have only grown more numerous. I've used this technique each day. The strain has left my energy unbalanced, hence this brief faltering. Please, be not alarmed.
One's own essence. What does that mean, little minion?
Fushu, are you saying this technique trades your life for theirs? What about your family? Aren't they worried about you?
My family passed down a secret method of purification and renewal. A brief rest, and I shall be restored.
Ugh, this is so frustrating. She's just like that Yu Ming guy. Why do all the Charons of Huaxu act like their own health doesn't matter?
Life waxes and wanes, like the moon in its cycle. To remove another's suffering is to take it into oneself. Such is the price. I must depart at once to seek a remedy for this young lady. Forgive my abrupt leave-taking. Pray, continue on your path, and should you wish to see her again, you'll find me at the Hall of Ephemerality in the Northern Apricot Grove.
She said she just needed rest, but she coughed up blood. Is she really going to be okay?
The art of ephemerality really draws on one's life to save another. And I'm partially responsible for what she's going through. Let's finish Proprietress Zhiliu's commission first. Then we'll check in on Fushu and the young lady.
We've got a top-tier healer on our side. And all it took was a bamboo flute. Was that Mr. Chu's plan from the start?
Nothing comes without a price. Whatever he gave us, he'll collect on it later. With interest. We'd better stay wary of Mr. Chu.
Tear you apart. Surrender. Tear you apart.
Hot 1 minute. Hot 1 minute, freezing the next. My great-grandmother always said it used to be spring all year round. Hey!
Ah, you two sure took your time. I've been standing here so long, my eyes nearly grew weary from watching.
Sorry, something came up along the way. You must be Master Gongshang.
Oh, Master Gongshang? Why so formal? Come on, call me Shifu. Wait a second. How come you arrived empty-handed? Where's the proper token of respect one should present when acknowledging their Shifu?
Little minion, are all these tinkerer types always this over the top?
I think you might be mistaken. We're just here to learn how to use the weapon you made, not to become your apprentices.
What? Unbelievable.
Whoa! He totally deflated all of a sudden. Did we say something wrong?
Are you alright, sir?
Forget it. I got ahead of myself. When I heard there were 2 youngsters who would carry on the Zhiliu sect's legacy, I was overjoyed and lost a hold of myself. Our sect has seen better days, you know. Back in our prime, young hopefuls would line up in droves, begging to be my apprentices. So many I could hardly keep track. But now that I get a better look at you two, clumsy limbs, average smarts, not exactly cut out for the mechanical brilliance and steady hand our sect demands.
Hey! Don't go thinking we're no good. Just watch! We'll show ya!
Show me what? That you actually have talent? Very well. Activate the mechanical nexus. Let's see if you're truly Zhiliu sect material.
Let's go.
See those Taishu runes?
Oh, just hearing the name makes my head spin.
Such a slow-witted child. Taishu means that which is formless and without color. Yet, it pervades all that exists. It is the primal chaos, the breath of creation at the dawn of the world. When stirred by incense, the Taishu rides upon the wind and becomes the medium through which the 9 chapters of Dafeng weave their power. When left undisturbed, it condenses into the Taishu runes drifting in the air. But here in this land, shrouded by the scourge of Zhuyin, the Taishu has sunk downwards and congealed into the grit blight, swallowing all that bears shape and form. This remarkable contraption I forged can be used to draw upon the Taishu and restore balance to the world. Not bad. Now, let's see if you can handle the next trial.
Hot 1 minute.
See the grit blight before us? This is what transformed the place into its current state. Give it a try. Use the mechanical nexus to draw in the grit blight. Ah, that was quick. You show great promise. Then perhaps you might try this unique device, a product of my personal craft. Do you have the wit to master its trick? If you can successfully solve this puzzle, the treasure inside shall be my gift to you both. Steady hands, precise movements. You picked it up quicker than I'd expected. Truly, I have nothing more to teach you.
Whoa! Does that mean my little minion has mastered it?
So be it. In these times, to see anyone still willing to master something made by the Jishu sect, that alone is enough to ease this old heart. Very well. I hereby grant you both the title of Honorary Learner of the Jishu sect. Study with focus. Ask your questions boldly. And never forget, our craft has ever sought to touch the stars above. See that path winding up ahead? That is where the Zhu scales grow. Use the method I have shown you. Draw out the grit-like clinging to them, and you shall be able to harvest the scales. As for me, I am far too old to be clambering about like in my younger days. Go on. I leave this to you.
Surrender. Tear you apart. Those who harm you will be shown no quarter.
Oh, I've mucked it all up! You'll get yours next time, just you wait! Oh.
Minion, look! There's something weird over there. It's giving off some really wicked energy. It must be the Juin scale they mentioned. Trust the Demon King's judgment. Quick, let's try that method Master Gun Shang taught us.
Surrender. Tear you apart.
Woe unto me. The soul drifts untethered, returning with the turning of time. To the mountain's shadow, to the ocean's edge.
Who's there?
Little Minion, focus!
The soul drifts untethered, returning with the turning of time. Beneath the waxing moon, by the evergreen wood. The soul drifts untethered, returning with the turning of time. Beneath the waxing moon, by the evergreen wood. Lofty star, towers the celestial king. Restless souls drift to its grip.
Little Minion, why are you going this way? There's nothing here.
Seems to be from that direction.
Little Minion, I believe you. There's no way you could have made up something that cryptic. But why would they bother speaking to us if we can't make heads or tails of it? Hey! Whoever you are up there! If you're gonna talk to us, at least say it in words we can actually understand!
The beasts howl in chorus. Calamity descends upon the mortal realm.
Whoa! No way! I was just messing around, but it actually worked. Ha! That's the power of the Demon King! So, what did that voice say this time?
I'm not entirely sure, but I saw countless sable bian swarming Everspring. And I've got a feeling it wasn't just some dream. It felt like a prophecy, something that could happen at any moment.
What?
Snow, we need to get back to Everspring now. Let's just hope I'm wrong, and this never comes to pass. There are signs of battle here. Scorched earth, and the bodies of sable bian.
That prophecy you heard, it's come true! But what do you think it was really trying to tell us? Do you hear that? There's fighting up ahead. Let's go!
You're here!
Miss Ushun,
Those who
is
find
everyone alright?
We're holding our ground for now. With you here, I trust we have nothing to fear. But stay sharp. Even you can't afford to be careless.
heard the Sable Bian were heading for Everspring, so we came as quickly as we could. What's the situation now?
I've seen your skill before, but it never ceases to amaze me. Truly remarkable.
Ha! For my little minion, this was child's play. But what about you? Since when did you guys start picking up weapons?
Once Miss Zhiliu caught wind of the Sable Bian's approach, she wasted no time rallying everyone strong enough to stand guard. I volunteered too. I'd never held a weapon before, but as long as you keep your mind calm and your fear in check, it's really not as frightening as it seems. And thanks to the blessings of the incense, we haven't suffered any casualties so far.
That's a relief. I was worried we'd be too late, but it looks like you're all holding up well.
Thank you. Truly. Miss Zhiliu is gathering more allies to deal with this crisis. If you still have the strength, seek her out. She would welcome your aid.
Little minion, let's go find Zhiliu.
Right. We're off. Stay safe, everyone.
Let's go.
The world outside Purgatorio Island defies all accounts. More expansive, yet more brutal. This cannot be its true destiny. That's why a change must be made.
Here comes another wave. Stay alert, everyone.
Watch each other's backs. No one gets hurt this time.
Are the barricades set in a row?
Here comes another wave. Stay alert, everyone. Are you injured, outsider? Get inside Everspring, quickly.
Little minion, even though the vision you saw came true, things don't seem too bad, right?
Yes, it could have been much worse. Let's see what we can do to help.
Watch each other's backs. No one gets hurt this time.
Miss Zhiliu, the temporary fortifications are complete. The Sable Bian have attacked in several waves, but we have held them off. Thanks to your leadership, the situation is under control, and everyone's spirits are high. Those beasts seem to have sensed our strength, and are now loitering at the perimeter, biding their time. What would you have us do next?
Well done. It's your swift and steady efforts that made this possible. Next, assign extra patrols. Keep a close watch on the blind spots in the hills. Do not let the beasts find any opening. We must not neglect the elderly and the vulnerable, especially now. Go through the registry name by name, ensure everyone is safe, and bring them hot ginger tea. It'll warm them inside and out. The ammunition we secured from the black market is ready. Distribute it to the front lines. Pair them off, each watching the other's back.
Yes, Miss Zhiliu.
The incense wardens of the Shunhen sect are making their final preparations. Hold fast a little longer. This crisis will soon pass. Let no one come to harm. Everspring can be rebuilt if need be, but a lost life cannot be reclaimed.
Please, Miss Zhiliu, this is wrong.
Ah, it's you. Pray tell, what sage counsel would you share with us?
To kill or steal is to be forsaken by heaven. This is an ancient tenet of the 9 chapters.
But attacking the sable beyond, surely that's no crime.
The 9 chapters of Dafeng are not so shallow as that. It begins in the heart and takes shape in one's deeds. Once a blade is drawn, the heart is changed. No matter if that blade is turned on friend or foe, the nature of it is the same. In the end, it defies the will of heaven.
So you are saying we should stand idle, do nothing, and let them devour us? Is that it?
Lord Argent will drive this evil away for us. If we provoke her wrath and lose her protection, that would be our true ruin. I beg you, please reconsider. Have we learned nothing from the lesson of the Battle of Shuli?
Oh, he has a point.
Oh, then enlighten me. Now that these sable Bian are tearing through our gates, where is Lord Argent's protection?
The Argent Bian and the magistrates of Yingtian will come. We only have to endure a little longer.
And if they come too late, what then?
Well...
If you truly place divine law above your own life, such devotion is admirable. Duly, see this gentleman out. It seems we do not share the same mind. My Everspring may be too unorthodox a place for you to remain.
But, Miss Zhiliu, the Sable Bian are still outside. Sending him away now could be dangerous.
Oh? Are you defying my orders now?
No, Miss Zhiliu. I'll do it right away.
Proprietress Zhiliu.
You heard everything, didn't you? One must first help oneself. Only then will heaven be moved to help in turn. But there's no time to linger on philosophy now. The situation is urgent. Can I entrust you with reinforcing the front plaza by the Argent Lung Temple? Hold out just a little longer. Once the incense wardens have completed their preparations, this crisis will be fully resolved. As for your pay, there will be extra compensation on top of what we agreed before.
Understood. Leave it to me.
Watch each other's backs. No one can...
The rites are complete!
With all that. And with all this craziness, we didn't even get a chance to give Zhiliu those Juyin scales yet. Come on, little minion, let's go find her and hand them over.
Everspring's safe again. That's great.
Miss Zhiliu, we got those Julian scales you wanted. Aren't we awesome? Come on, a little praise would be nice.
Well done. I truly appreciate it.
Proprietress Zhiliu, are you all right?
I did not expect the scourge of Zhu to strike so swiftly. Days of unbroken effort. I confess, I'm a little weary. Nothing more. But with these scales, the path ahead is clear again. Once the Zhu is sealed, this ordeal will be behind us. Your presence was a timely boon. I could not have weathered this alone.
We sensed the danger at the top of the Grip-Blight expanse. That's why we came rushing back. I'm just glad we made it in time.
Hey, little minion, shouldn't you tell Zhiliu about the voice you heard when we were gathering those scales?
A voice?
When I touched the Juin scales, I suddenly heard a voice in my head. It felt like it was connected to the Sable Bian, like it was tracking them and knew where they'd attack next. If we could find a way to talk to it, maybe we could learn more.
You're likely just imagining things.
But it warned me about the attack on Everspring. That's how I knew to come back in time. Doesn't that mean it isn't hostile?
I've heard of a strange miasma deep within the Grip-Blight expanse. Exposure can bring hallucinations, voices, visions, even false memories. Usually, a proper rest is needed to dispel it. You've already done much, traveling without pause, gathering these skills for me. Now that things are calm, take some time to rest. Walk around, catch your breath. Oh, and the young lady you rescued from the black market. Her condition seems to have taken a turn. Miss Fushu, the zhiliu therapy user, asked me to pass on a message. She'd like you to visit the Hall of Ephemerality so that you can make further plans. Leave through Everspring's main gate, then take the small winding path to your left. You'll find the hall there, a quiet place among the blossoms.
Got it. Proprietress Zhiliu, will you still need our help with the Juin sealing later?
Rest assured, should anything prove too troublesome for me alone, I'll be sure to call on you again.
Is it just me? Or was Zhiliu trying to brush us off just now?
Huh? Now that you mention it, yeah, I kind of felt that too. But why would she want to do that? Whatever. No point guessing. Let's just focus on what really matters. The payment we're about to get.
Ah, there you are. I've been waiting here on behalf of my boss.
What do you want?
Our time's precious, you know. You got 1 minute. No, 30 seconds. Make it count.
My boss was deeply impressed by your prowess. He wishes to invite you both to join him on a hunting expedition. I understand your misgivings. We black market folk have quite the reputation, I know. But even in our line of work, there are times when one must stand up for one's homeland, to rid it of certain threats.
You only made it sound even fishier.
Well, full disclosure, this request came directly from Proprietress Zhiliu herself. This hunt is but one part of her plan to resolve the scourge of Juyin. My boss is simply fulfilling her commission.
Zhiliu's request? Fine. I'll bite. So what exactly are we hunting?
I'm afraid I can't say just yet. Let's just say it shares kinship with the sable Bi'an. When you see it with your own eyes, you can decide then. There's no obligation. You're free to walk away at any time.
Do we even know each other?
Oh, come now. As the saying goes, a good brawl makes for fast friends. In my eyes, we're practically old acquaintances already. All right. Let me put it this way. There are no eternal friends nor lasting foes. Only the bond built on shared interests endures. That's the way of this world.
So, you're saying there's something in it for me?
Of course. Money, for starters. Our boss is nothing if not generous. But there's another reward. One that might pique your interest even more.
Let's hear it then.
You may not know this, but our boss's dealings stretch far and wide, all the way to the Hyperborean Empire. Ever heard of the Greenwich Archaeological Society?
Oh, Camilla told me about them. They're famous for bringing ancient relics back to the light.
Well, our boss is one of their key backers.
Wait, you're saying the mysterious backer of the Greenwich Archaeological Society is right here in Huaxu?
You're searching for someone dear to you, aren't you?
How do you know about that?
That's not important. What matters is, the connections and information the Society holds might one day prove invaluable to your search.
All right. I'll come along and see for myself.
Excellent! I knew you were someone of keen vision. When you're ready, come to the shipwreck. The boss awaits. And once you arrive, we shall lead you to the hunting ground. Now then, I'll take my leave.
Let's hope they don't try any more shady tricks. So, what's the plan? Should we check in on Fushu first, or see what Mr. Chu's up to? Your call, little minion.